Mike. Well, with a title like that, I'm sure to have some interesting insights. Greetings, fellow people. It is I, me, and quite frankly, that's just about as much as I know at this point. So I bet you're all very interested in the title of this video and what it all means. Good question, and for that excellent question, I will give you a gold star and a poor answer. I kind of thought it was funny at the time and somewhat relatable to my situation. So, I've been working on the Metal Gear Solid 3 video for quite a bit now, and I've gotten quite far actually. Probably just a few more hours in the video editing room, and it'll be good to ship. So then, why am I making this video? The issue is, I'm not too fond of the Metal Gear video. So this isn't because I need to restart or something like that, but it's more so that the foundation of the Metal Gear retrospective and the motivations behind most of my videos at this point are precarious at best. In my previous video, I said I wanted to slow down and polish up my next project into something worthwhile. Well, that's what I did. I polished and, took things nice and slow with my MGS3 video, and lo and behold, it still wasn't anything that I was proud of. Just because you can, polish something doesn't mean that it holds any value. And that's the issue I've been running into with my reviews. So now let's get into my understanding of the theory of content and why I failed. Content in this context is something for consumption, whether physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and for the sake of simplicity, I will focus mostly on the mental and perhaps a touch of the emotional aspects of content, as I believe that's where I operate or where I want to operate. Now, why do people consume? That I'm not 100% sure on. Perhaps it's, just conceivably, signals going off in your brain that are slightly pleasant and whatnot. Or perhaps it actually connects us or has us feel like we're connecting to something bigger, some source of divinity, I don't know. Regardless of why people do what they do, they will do it regardless. And in this case, they will consume. From my limited understanding, if you want to make something that people respond well with, you have to either 1, create something that has seldom been created, or 2, be really hot. I'm gonna let you guess which one of those options applies to me. Alright, so how does someone create something that doesn't yet exist? Well, you can't. But you can pretend to. Originality is something that I believe doesn't really exist anymore. Like our universe, everything can be broken down into basic building blocks. Take any invention, piece of art, or creative expression, and if given enough time and resources, you could disassemble those things into other things, more or less. And those things can also be separated into smaller and smaller parts, showing that everything is practically and infinitely differentiable. Heck, even we as people are just an amalgamation of our parents' genetics as well as societal norms that socially construct us. So, humans aren't exactly good at creating things that are original, but we are good at synthesis. So the question is, what are good practices for producing quality synthesis? Well, 1 is to lean on the core of your own being, as quite frankly, that'll be the easiest and most unique form, per se, of any synthesis you can produce. So in my work, more so particularly with my game reviews, I haven't been doing that. I grew up watching a lot of game reviewers, and yeah, there will always be a part of me that wants to emulate those people. Unfortunately, I have no idea who I am as a person, let alone how that translates to an online format. And as such, I'm unable to take my inspiration and synthesize it / them into something that's actually interesting or worthwhile. So, what's my plan to fix this part of the problem? I guess just get good at life? I don't know, try and live a nice, holistic life. That, or maybe do drugs? The next piece of the content puzzle is, well, the content. Over the past few weeks, I've been thinking a lot about what sets my videos apart concerning what I'm discussing. And, well, they don't get set apart. They're not good. Though looking at my most successful videos, and honestly the videos I'm most proud of, you can easily tell the difference in both quality creatively, at the very least. And to be honest, I originally wanted to do game reviews because I thought it would be a simple excuse for me to play games and then talk about them, as I thought that perhaps people would want to listen to my opinions. I contracted white man-itis, that being creating a YouTube channel, podcast, or other online distribution of content and ideas so that everyone can hear our opinions, even though that they're often shallow at best and problematic in the sense of filling the world with more Western whiteness and upsetting views regarding masculine ideals. Again, that's for another conversation. That aside, I just wanted an easy way to create videos and feel like I was doing something and being creative. So what will I do now? That's really the crux of this video. I wanted life to be easy. In many ways, I've realized much of my life has been me trying so desperately to stick to the same methods of approach, refusing to change. I've run into a wall, and instead of turning back or finding a way around the wall, I've continually thrown myself at it and hoping things will magically change. If I care more, if I think harder, work harder, or I don't know, something, then again, magically, things will continue the way that I want them to continue. I've tried the same things over and over again, repeatedly, hoping for different results, and to some, that is the definition of insanity. Well, I'd much rather be insane in a more quirky way, so I'll stop prolonging my mundane insanity any longer. As we advance, I'm going to be testing some new things. I'll probably change the channel name and /or branding, but for sure I'll try some new content ideas. I'd like to take a crack at a few more things before I, totally give up on this whole video content stuff. I'll also endeavor to start streaming again, as that just kind of fell by the wayside. Life happens. You got the big D, that being depression. Whether or not the streams will be related to content, who's to say? In summary, I'm a stupid baby boy, but I want to rectify my mediocrity by genuinely trying something new. My next video will likely be more in line with my non-review videos, which most of you, at least according to the analytics, probably enjoyed or thought were intriguing, especially in comparison to the other videos I've made. I've got a lot to learn in life, and I need to figure out who the hell I am. So don't expect too much on the first go around. But, I mean, that's kind of always where the channel has been at, I guess. But regardless, thank you for watching whatever this was, and as always, I was and am me, and I hope you all have a wonderful morning, evening, or afternoon. Take care.